updates that suit their political interests. So a member of party A, for example, okay, let me mention the major political parties: the APC, the PDP, and the Labour Party, and even the NNPP. Those are the four major political parties in this election.
Right.
So members of each political party will want to put out news, updates that favor their interests. You will always see them posting results of polling units of local government they want, while neglecting the ones that they want by opposition. So that is the issue we are having about Nigerian social media. So every media outlet should not actually believe what they are revealing out. What should we believe is what the Independent National Electoral Commission is revealing out. And the Electoral Commission, they have done it at all levels. They've done it at the state level, the political sector at local government level, state level. They have started releasing the result of each of those states. Okay. So far, they have released Ekiti State. They have released some parts of Lagos State.
Okay.
At this moment I'm talking to you. In fact, they have released major parts of Lagos State, and they have also released Ogun State. Okay. They have released Ondo State. You know, so the electoral body is saddled with the responsibility of releasing election results.
Okay.
A lot of people on social media will only say things that favor the political party, and that, of course, is the reason why people are saying their rigging is on places. That is because they feel that results that they have won at a polling unit for their political party is enough, and that accounts for a low level of political education of some people. Because if you rely only on the result of your polling units, after polling units, we have ward results, we have local government results, we have state results. So if you had won in your polling unit, you did not win in your ward, you did not win in your local government, it doesn't mean that the result of you winning at your polling unit has been rigged. It doesn't mean that way.
Okay. Okay.
You know, the overall of the result is what matters.
I agree with you. Let me connect with Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
Good morning, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, Daniel. It's good to connect with you again this morning. How are you?
I'm fine, please. Thank you.
Okay. What's the good part of these elections for you, and what's the bad part for you? Let me hear your report.
Okay, I've been listening to my brother speaking, and for me, on Saturday when the election started, I was opportune. I visited some of the polling stations, and I even did a live cover of it on Facebook. Okay. I just posted it for people to see how things are going and all that. And for me, I think what happened is INEC failed. One, why did I say that? As an individual or as an organization, you have a business or you have an organization, a company, and then you've organized, you've prepared for 4 years to deliver a particular election or to do something. And just on that very day, the time given, you said you'll be there by 8:30 a.m. And do you know some people slept overnight, Friday night, probably because their place was far to their voting station or their polling station. They slept overnight to wait for them. Some came as early as 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 a.m., waiting. In most of the polling stations, they came very late. Some came maybe, let's say, 9 o'clock, some places 11, some places 12, some places...
I'm sorry, we'll try and reconnect with Daniel, but Omo Nigeria is in the studio. What's your overall assessments? You've been watching, and I'm sure you've been talking to family and friends in Nigeria, or you haven't at all? Have you been
Well, I was
following
in
it?
Nigeria myself.
Oh!
I just came in.
When did you come this morning?
Yeah.
You went to vote?
Of course.
Ah,
Of my Niger.
okay.
It is a Nigerian child, a proper one.
Look at that. Okay, I almost thought that you were here and you were monitoring.
not at all.
All right. Then give me your personal account of how the elections has been so
Before I
far.
comment, thank you so much for having me here. So I always like to give the respect to my country by singing our national anthem. Would you permit me?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We do this by standing.
Right.
Giving respect to my
By all
country.
means. Okay.
Our heroes fast shall never be to serve with heart and mind. Nation bound in freedom and unity. Hey, now so, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
You know, everything about Nigeria is beautiful. You say, I would say for Nigeria to have been able to conduct this election, this year's election, yeah, fine. They were there, but still we were able to do it. Because as a vast country like Nigeria, if we can go into election and they come out with a little reports of negativity, I mean, we should give kudos to my dear country.
Right.
Though it's not 100%, went well, but at least for us to have 85%, we should give a kudos to my dear country.
Okay. I mean, in your years of voting and years as Nigerian, some people have said that this election is quite different. Some people are also just opposing it to the 2015. And so then I'll take your personal experience of this one. What is making it different? I mean, the obvious one where it looks like Peter Obi is bringing a different type of wave. But you are on ground. We're only seeing the reportage and we're only seeing on social media. What's really different about this year's elections?
All right, thank you. What makes it different this time is the quite number of involvement of youths in this year's election. Unlike other elections we've had in the past in the history of Nigeria, the youths have never been too involved. They go by saying our vote doesn't count. The government already know who will take the next government and all that. But this year was different because all the youths got involved. In fact, diasporans, I am the diaconate for diasporans in Africa. So diasporans came home to Nigeria to exercise their civic right. That is to tell you that this year's election is far, far different, and a lot of people are looking forward to positivity afterward and fresh air entirely.
Yes, let's stay on the fresh air matter. What's your real expectation of this year's election?
Okay, I am expecting continuation of positivity, and then I'm expecting the stoppage of the negativity that is going on, the abnormality that is going on in the country. Nigeria being the giant of Africa, there are a lot of things that is expected of us. But like I say, Rome was not built in a day. all these advanced countries you see out there, they didn't get it in 10, 20 years. It took them, a couple of years to get there. And I know I am optimistic that Nigeria will get there someday, and it will marvel everyone. But still, even though it's been said that a lot of abnormalities going on in my dear country, we still remain the giants of Africa. Do you agree with me?
Oh, I mean, most populars. I wouldn't even debate that at all. Let's go back to Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
Yeah.
Great. I'm happy that you're. Good morning once again. I'm happy that you can reconnect with us again. Okay, so you were telling me about INEC.
Yeah, I was saying that to me, I believe INEC has not really done well in terms of their preparation. They have spent 4 years to do this preparation. We expected, if the time was 8:30, for all the materials, the personnel to be at the polling station by the set time. But reports got to us in different states, especially in some places very worse, that they had to even conduct some election on Sunday, which is the next day, because those people didn't even get the materials at all. Though the INEC chairman later came and did a briefing saying that due to some of the challenges, the security and all that, but in all, most of the places, even my place here where I went out myself to cover, I noticed that the INEC personnel got there around 11 something, almost 11:30. So this caused delay, because people came out this time, unlike the previous elections, where you find people. But then, because of the introduction of the bimodal voters accreditation system, this gave hope to the Nigerian youth. They had somebody that they wanted to vote for. They came out in their numbers, but most people were enfranchised because they were there with their PVCs at the polling station. But unfortunately for them, they couldn't, because at times they will tell you the BVAS machine is not working. At times, due to the lateness, they could not complete. The process. And the rule says that after accreditation, casting your ballots and all that, the results of the election should be uploaded at the polling station directly to the system of INEC. But you realize that at the point where people would have to upload this result to their websites, the system was not working and all that. And what people tried to avoid in the previous election was this issue of picking results from polling stations, transporting it to a different point, in which within that time, that space of time, different manipulations are being done. And this is what is happening now, to be frank, in some places whereby the result could not be uploaded in the presence of the people, and then some people just come and just pick people, just take them to maybe the INEC collation center, of which there are even proofs, video proofs, where tippets were being used to adjust some results and all that. So to avoid all this, INEC should have really put all these things in consideration, looking at the space of time they had to prepare. They've used this system to conduct election in some states before. They've seen some lapses and all that. So Nigerians expected so much from them, and let's say Nigeria is expecting 90%, and I don't know if we really had like 70% or something. So this is causing uproar, because some people feel they are not being
been disenfranchised,
is not being fair. INEC is being partial. Okay. You see, so that's what I feel. Yeah.
What is INEC really saying about those people who were disenfranchised? I mean, I know that some people couldn't vote on Saturday, but they voted on Sunday. Up to now, do we still have people who haven't been able to vote? You would say concretely that they've been disenfranchised completely.
Yeah, even the Sunday, I learned the Sunday, even as at 2 p.m., some places, they never saw any official. They never received material. And according to the information I saw yesterday, even today, elections will still be conducted in some places. Today, Monday.
Today.
You see, so it's ongoing. And another contention is, yesterday, if you were following the posting of the results, I don't know, especially in Lagos, there was this one of our Labour Party's agents who debunked one of the results. That's the mainland result from Lagos State. On what ground? She said 9 polling stations were being attacked. And we all saw the videos online, attacked by thugs and all that. The polling, the ballot papers all thrown away because one particular party is doing better in that area and all that. So now you've collected results. So how did they calculate those areas that the ballot papers were being destroyed?
Yeah.
How did they do the calculation? So these people have to debunk that. They have to explain how was the calculation done. So
Okay.
because of this, you tend to bring uproar. People will tend to disbelieve whatsoever INEC is doing. So, and I expected that the INEC chairman will come out straight to mention these particular places because there are evidence that those events took place. There were videos of where people were saying, like, this particular political party, if you are not belonging to this party, you cannot vote here. Just go back. Go back. And it happened. There is a video proof. Policeman was there. They were not doing anything, saying, oh, if you are not APC, just go back. You cannot vote here. Still in Lagos, when all these kind of things are happening, you've disenfranchised the people already. You've intimidated them. You've put this fear in people. People went out. They really wanted to do this thing. They wanted a change, but you've just intimidated them. Some polling stations were just created at the shortest time. Some people were so confused. They didn't know where to even go. The actual place to go and cast their vote. So all these irregularities, it causes problem. And I'm just afraid because some states now presently things are not going on well there. People are starting to eat up on the street. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Abdulaziz. Abdulaziz, so in your years as a political analyst, this kind of political temperature in Nigeria, I mean, Niger thinks that we have done well as you guys have done well as Nigerians. You have conducted such huge elections and you have come out despite, little hitches and all of that. For example, places where we have evidence where there was destruction, historically, what would INEC do? What can they do? Would there be a revote? How do they have any mechanism to come up with how voting was done there? Give me a historical pattern of how INEC will usually solve such a problem.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me commend the guest in the studio, Omo Naija. So at least I observed that she was able to understand some dynamics that surround this election. Now, in recent time, or let me say in the past, elections that have been conducted in Nigeria, there are changes to it at this moment. And what are the changes? The changes came in through the amendment of the Electoral Act. And that gives room for some certain things that has not been in the past that have now been used in this present election. One of such is the beavers. One of such is the issue of where there are overvoting. That is places where people voted more than those that are actually accredited. So in that kind of places, the law states that the election will be cancelled. In some areas where there were pockets of violence where election materials were disrupted, ballot papers were destroyed, according to the INEC rule, elections will be conducted in those places again. And that is what they are doing yesterday and even today.
Okay.
So it happens in the past.
Okay.
Now it is still happening, but a little change in some places.
Okay. We'll go for a quick breather. When I come back, Nigeria, the question will be that following the news, some people of the belief that Nigeria's challenge really is not bad governance, it's rather bad citizens. When we come back, I'd like you to address that. Guys, stay with me. We'll be back shortly. Today's class is going to be an exciting one. Now, who can share an unforgettable moment in their life? Okay, Asempa.
I'd like to talk about my first time. It was her natural look, complemented by her favorite green silky apparel that caught my attention. I have to say, she automatically possessed me with her smile, which exposed her beautiful white teeth. That's not all, her enduring signature perfume could be smelled from afar. Madam, why do you look so surprised? My first time with her was special and irresistible. I'm talking about Cindy Rice. Cindy Rice can be found in selected supermarkets nationwide.
Everybody loves Cindy Rice.
Cindy Rice, sweet aroma, great taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Let's talk about it. Suicide Awareness Ghana. Join us on the 11th of March, 2023 for a day of outreach at E. Ananse Libraries, East Legon. Come and get one-on-one free counseling from international experts. Listen to the stories and advice of suicide survivors and learn how you can recognize the warning signs and seek prevention. Also, enjoy free health screening, games, food, music, and more. All ages are welcome to participate. For sponsorships and vendors, call 0208-226-359 or 0269-224-580. Suicide Awareness Ghana is powered by Steamy Nights and supported by E. Ananse Libraries, MX24 TV, Honorable Dr. Victoria Esenam Asa-Ofe, the Greenleaf Foundation, University of Ghana Department of Psychology, Ghana Association for Suicide Prevention, and hosted by KTG.
Dummy dribbles to the right. He's got an opportunity on the edge of the penalty box. He's gone past the defense. This must surely be it. It's in! It's a goal!
Only 150 pesos. You can win up to 16.5 million Ghana cedis in the Betway at Naketia Jackpot. Jackpot Muhine. Bet responsibly, not for persons under the age of 18. This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana.
Pip and Ben ready?
Math lovers, this is for you.
0.5. Incorrect. 48. Incorrect.
50 candidates from top junior and senior high schools in the country will battle it out on higher order thinking mathematical concepts for the bragging right on who is the best young mathematician in the country. Who has the brain speed? Who is more accurate?
279.
Negative 210.
Correct. We have a winner for this.
Mathleticus, we love math! Showing this and every Saturday on MX24 TV at 3 p.m.
Hi guys, welcome back to the AM Club. So we're still discussing the biggest story, Nigeria's elections, and Monaija is still here in the studio. Before we went on to that break, Daniel was giving us a breakdown. Abdulaziz also actually still gave us a breakdown of what will usually happen if some centers are, destructed, peaceful elections, what INEC would do. They did that yesterday, they're continuing today. Now my question before we went out is that following stories, because people say that social media gives you an organic explanation of what is happening, unlike maybe TV stations, because then that, a political party can pay for an airtime and want to spew the energy that they want out there. Okay. They're saying, from the little that we've gathered, that Nigeria's problem really It's not bad governance. It is bad people, bad citizenry. Is this true?
Okay, let me start answering your question by going back to one of my colleagues said earlier that they saw videos of fingerprint or thumbprint that were being forged and all that. Those videos, how do we get to see them? It was forwarded by some people. Yes. You see, we even went to...
There were some people connected live at the voting centers.
Let me give you an example. I want to answer that question, but I want to buttress my answer with this point.
Okay.
There was a video that was circulating on the social media. It was actually a Ghanaian election.
Okay.
Where somebody, two youths were on the motorbike, and the one went to snatch the ballot box, and it was gunned down. That was Ghana election. Thank God I live in Ghana, I work here, so I know more about Ghana election. You know, somebody actually uploaded that video, you know, circulating that this is what is happening in Nigeria right now. That video has gone viral to the whole world. And everybody, they tend to swallow everything they see on social media, hook, line, and sinker, which is not always the case most times. So, coming to we are the problem of our country, it is not far from the truth. If we think, speak positively, act positively as Nigerians, I mean, government has little to do. Look at the Western countries. The citizens are helping their government to move their country forward.
Okay.
Go to gas filling stations, go to our roads. The police are on the road, you know, taking bribes here and there. We ordering things that are supposed to be of our benefit. Are there governments that are situated there? No. We are the people. We are the people, you know, giving us people, you know, bad experiences and bad actions. I mean, I will blame it on government. No.
Okay. Given the opportunity, if you have the power, I mean, I was asking this off camera, and if I may, would you, because earlier when you came, you said that you look forward to the continuity of positivity.
Yeah.
How?
Okay. In the last 4 years or 8 years, or let me say, since our democracy, Nigeria has been ruled by these elderly people.
Okay.
And that's why lots of youths now are clamoring for somebody, you know, younger. But I put it to you that Peter Obi is not a young man.
I agree.
Peter Obi is over 50. So we can't categorize him as a youth. Who is a youth? People between the age range of 18 to 49, let me say. The UN says 18 to 34. But I will even say I will extend it to 18 to 49. So Peter Obi is not a youth. But we feel he has a fresh idea. But I'm going to tell the whole listening and viewing me right now, the rest of Nigerians all over the world, and to my diasporans that were expecting something new, thinking, I keep asking people, do you think Peter Obi will bring the new Nigerian that we actually desire?
And what's their response?
And they were like, yes, you know, youth, always optimistic. Yes, Peter Obi. They just want new things. They want new happenings. They want corrections in places that there are ills. They want ills to be corrected. Okay. But I tell you what, if these elderly people that have been governing us since democracy, if they set to do the right thing right now, no youth will agitate for a younger person. In fact, they will keep hailing. You know, Africa, the way we do, let's experience one positivity